relationships, and I just want to I want to make sure one
You
thing.
want to go on the record with that?
On this, no, on Bahrain.
On Bahrain?
Just to put a fine point on this,
Mm-hmm.
you think that the problems that are the lack of progress in the national dialogue is due to the opposition?
I didn't say that.
Well,
That's a sweeping statement.
I'm trying to
Is there a
find out.
question?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that the reason that the dialogue to date has not produced anything is the fault of the opposition?
I'm not going to put blame on one side here. We believe that it's an important process. We're disappointed that the opposition groups have suspended their involvement at this time. I'm just not going to put blame here on where fault lies.
But you think that they should go back?
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Even though the Bahraini authorities have arrested this guy who's the
We
leader.
believe they should be a part of the process.
And
Shouldn't
don't
he be part of the process?
We don't
Not
support any
involved?
one person, obviously. I'm not going to speak further on his case. We believe the opposition group should be part of the process.
Okay, well, when you say you're going to be discussing it with his case, I think you said you would be discussing his case with the Bahrainis. Well, what will you tell them?
I don't have any preview of what that message will look like.
Has there not already been contact about this
I don't
case?
know if we've contacted them on this case specifically. I know we will be raising it. I just don't know if we have, and I don't have a preview for what that conversation will look like.
Okay. Well, it's important to know whether you're going to call on the Bahrainis to release this guy, or whether you think that this arrest was justified.
I understand the question.
So,
if I have anything further about the message that we'll be giving to the Bahraini government as part of this discussion, I'm happy to share it with you if I can.
I think the reason that you're getting kind of surprised looks here is because the Bahrainis have arrested this guy, and you seem to be you're upset with the opposition, not with the government.
I said we're going to be raising the case with the government, but we also
I know, but you
took
don't.
it back a step.
But you can't say what it is that you're going to tell the government. I mean, you
I'm
could
not going
say,
to preview that for you.
Right, but based on that answer, and you're not previewing it, you could go and say, "Hey, good job, well done. We think that was a really good move."
I would urge you not to make any assumptions one way or the other about what we're going to say.
Well, don't leave it to us to have an assumption. Make it clear to us and also to the Bahraini government how you think this affects the process.
If I have anything further
Thank you.
on that message, I will share it with you.
Could you share with us the status of your engagement with the opposition and at what level?
In Bahrain?
Yes.
I don't have any update for you on that. Let me take the question, Saeed, and I'll get you an answer. I just don't know what it is.
I mean, you're disappointed with the opposition withdrawing from the dialogue. What do the Bahraini authorities have to do to keep the dialogue going?
Well, I'm not going to lay out specific steps. Obviously, this is dialogue that's internal to Bahrain.
You just said that the opposition has to return. That's a specific step.
We think that it's an important process. I'm not going to lay out specific markers for the Bahraini government to hit. We just think that people should be part of this process.
Just as a general rule, though, without speaking to this particular case, do you think that political detentions in the middle of a national dialogue are helpful to the climate of a national dialogue?
I don't want to speak to the specific case in any way, shape, or form, but it's a case specifically about Bahrain and the national dialogue. Broadly speaking, I think we've made very clear our concerns with that issue around the world, but I don't want to speak at all further to this specific case. I just don't.
So basically the Bahraini government today, from this podium, gets a free pass.
You can characterize it any way you want, Matt. I'm not characterizing it that way.
Well, I don't expect you to, but that's unfortunately or fortunately, whatever.
We're going to raise it with the government.
That's the impression that you have left on us and on the Bahraini government. And
we're going to raise it with the Bahraini government. And I'm going to leave it at that. And we're moving on. Oh. Wait, I'll go right to you in a second. I think Elise had one more follow-up.
Do you have anything
and then I'll go to
on
you
this conviction in